Turning now to the housing market, there was a surge in new home construction in the month of April. Housing starts rose 13% month to month, but that volume was driven almost entirely by multifamily units, while construction of single-family homes continues to struggle. So is this good news for housing? Diana Olick takes a look.
We've had a really difficult spring.
Maryland home builder Stephen Paul says despite a lot of optimism last year, demand for his new homes this year is just not showing up.
We're not seeing that demand. I wish that I was seeing it. We are seeing a change, in policy where you're seeing more townhouses being brought to the market for development and less single family. But the traditional single family market is very slow.
And that's why the numbers are so drastically different. Single-family starts were up barely 1% month to month, while multifamily were up nearly 43%. Building permits, a gauge of future demand, were even worse for single-family. Permits up barely 1% month to month and down over 3% from a year ago. Multifamily apartment demand is still very strong. Vacancies still falling, rents still rising, and that's why you're seeing developers put up so many new buildings. But some argue that could all change very soon.
We actually did a consumer survey recently of over 3,000 adults in the country, and we asked those that are married, live in an apartment, why they live there. And the least selected answer was single-family home's a bad investment.
At a realtor conference in Washington this week, agents said the biggest barrier to recovery wasn't lack of demand, but lack of homes for sale.
It's hard to kind of argue that supply brings demand, but in a market where there's a lack of inventory, there's a lack of excitement.
Back in Maryland, Stephen Paul says he will turn to more multifamily townhomes, which are generally more affordable.
The next 2 years, half of all the homes I build will be townhomes, as opposed to right now it's 100% single family.
With single-family home prices still rising, that is where he sees demand heading. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Diana Olick in Washington.